for the experience. At least I.
You can see the
Remember, middle name.
last year we got 33 people on this. Wait a minute, I'll come sit down.
Alright everybody, welcome to the infamous Red Roof Inn! Yay, Red Roof Inns! You're gonna have some amazing triumphs and some horrible defeats in this place, I promise. It might be your best friend, it could be your worst enemy, depending on how many campsites you get washed out of your pots at night. We call it a Red Roof Inn, thanks to the red roof on top of it. There are two things that go into Red Roof Inns, and they both start with P. Does anyone know what they are?
Paper and poop.
Good job! P does not go in here because it makes it smell terrible. I want everyone to take a deep breath right now, ready? It doesn't smell bad. You wanna know why? Because people don't pee in here.
It smells like wood. It smells like this pine wood.
Exactly.
Really good
not
smelling.
bad. It's a lot better.
The scout-approved drinking game.
I can't.
Got it? Alright, so you're gonna start us out.
Hiking up Baldy. I'm excited about it.
I'll drink that.
Having the burrows.
Seeing deer. Hiking up Baldy and having the burrows for 2 days.
No idea.
Cutting your hair.
The unexpected.
Cutting your hair.
Do you want to see?
The unexpected.
Seeing a T-Rex footprint.
Seeing and hearing the bus on the final day.
Everything.
You don't know what it sounds like. It's lovely.
I would say hiking down, Baldy.
So, you can tell there's a staff camp there because there are inhabited buildings there. Okay, so look at some of the camps around the map that aren't already marked, and find some more staff camps for me. The non-inhabited structure. Okay, so you're gonna find a mixture of those inhabited and non-inhabited all over the place. All right.
Come on, leader. What? I gotta know where to go, Jared. I'm waiting for you.
You're making me upset.
Yeah, I don't know how this thing looks.
I don't like this anymore.
He was off that way.
Got it? Okay. Next one.
Wait, David, we're not staying at Anasazi tonight, are we?
No, we are.
We are?
Yes.
You guys are waiting to eat lunch down there. You're staying at Anastasia or whatever it's called?
Yeah.
Wooden sunflower seeds.
I'll do this fine.
Hey.
We were worried about having the meeting.
I thought it was bad. You can. You can drop it and pick them up. Did you get that from the other group? You probably had the same thing you launched today.
Yeah.
Mutual in the hole.
I didn't even see the buck. I couldn't. Wait a while, they'll come right into the cave.
Where? Am I close now?
Yeah, you're further away.
It's right there. It's on the ground.
The what?
It's right on the rock.
Long time you never found it. Staring you right in the face.
Pretty much.
Yeah, from a distance, I'm looking at that one thing. It looked like a tail or something. But it's just a prayer.
No.
It's still
We'll put two together, alright?
Holy shit, it's on the station in my chair.
It might take me a couple minutes.
Have a good day.
Alright, guys, let's go and get this thing up, alright? Okay, so we need 2 hiking poles. So I got this here. Alright, so we're going to use that as a midline. So it's going to be... Alrighty, so this will go through there.
We didn't need to, all 3 of them.
And do not cut this rope yet, because we need to have enough to tie taut line down to the ground. These packs are in the way. They have to be moved. Somebody who's not... Here, you come move these packs, right? So then what we will do is tie this through here, taut line down, get staked. Same story in that corner.
Here,
That
tie
you're
it through
in.
here, just
Okay. Right?
run it through, right?
So let me see this end here. Yep.
They were all not tying champions.
Tighten that down.
Except Abel.
Get that in the ground.
Except Abel.
Yeah.
Don't
Abel.
don't break your stakes if you can help it. So be real gentle if you're using that rock.
It won't break it. I'll hammer it down over there.
Seen a lot of stakes bend.
You gotta put it straighter
in
in.
the tree. So we're gonna have to move the whole thing down a bit, alright? Make sense? Okay.
Make sure you get the steak, not me.
Get this one. So nobody runs into it. Here, we'll work it. Okay, then you... That way I can... Just throw them up on top of it. Jordan, you gotta pull out more.
Huh?
Look at all this slack right here. Go.
Make nice big loops. See I'm doing this, guys? Everyone sees? Yep. Alright. Alright, that easy. You guys can practice tomorrow with it, alright? Yeah. So then what you gotta do is you gotta tie the bear bag onto the rope. What you do is make a lark sound, alright? So make your alien head. Punch him in the face. Grab his guts and pull him out, alright? See, that's not gonna slide anywhere. Okay, now let's see if you can slide that knot. Slide the bag closer to you, alright? And while you guys are doing that, I'm gonna grab the other rope and get it out. Grab this and simply pull it through here. Get the 2 ends equidistant from that carabiner. Again, try not to get it tangled if at all possible. Alright? Just like that, it's fine. Okay, now, the way this works is we will pull this bag into the tree and tie it off the 2 separate trees with these ropes, okay? Then this rope is still hanging down, so it also goes up. But see, this is going to be our oops line, okay? The reason we call it that is we can say, oops, I forgot to put something inside that bear bag, okay? Which is all our stolen and stuff, which we're leaving out because we'll need them later tonight. Alright? And then that will go on this line, which will again be pulled out like this. Up the cable. There. Don't pull down. I won't do anything. Here, watch that. Just nice and easy. You don't really get it tangled. Alright, so that's good. Alright, so then we're going to pull it down. You guys will pull down on these ropes and pull this up to the tree. Lift up. And then you're going to tie it off to these 2 trees right here, alright? Now, we never, ever, ever tie these ropes off to the same tree that the bear cable is attached to. Alright? These bears have figured out all they have to do is climb up and down the tree enough, and it calls to break these ropes, and then the bag falls out of the tree. The bear got fed, he lost other food. Problems all around, okay? You guys are ready? Go ahead and hoist it up. It's a lot easier if you can hoist at the same time, too. Okay, you want to hold on to this? Go all the way up to the top of the side. 2. Stop. Don't go over that. Pull down and stop yourself. Okay. Alright, so then you guys hold that rope there, and I'll show you how we tie it off the trees.
Is that gonna come down?
Alright. Just go ahead and have the camelback. Yeah, going through it. I'll show you how we do it, and then you guys can just snap at it. So it's one of these pills per liter of water. If you have 1.5 liters bladder, how many tablets do you use? 2. Why? You can't split these tablets. Okay. They just turn to dust. Right. They're sodium chloride. Yep, sodium chloride. So it's similar to the stuff that you put in the pool. So it will burn your skin if it touches it. So just be careful. So we like to practice one piece trash. With these, there's 10 tablets here. Alright. It's 10 liters of water. They're just cut off like there. Alright, makes sense? So then you turn these back into your commissaries where you pick up food as full sleeves, and they'll give you a full another sleeve. Okay? You just give them the empty one, they give you a new one. Alright? Start carrying the half sleeves and stuff. I don't think they'll give you any tablets. They like them full sleeves. Alright? And that way they can keep track of how many you've actually used. So, it's really easy. You just slit it and stick it in the bottle. So, what you will do, if you can drink this water after 30 minutes, you'll have to bleed the threads after 3 to 5 minutes. So I'll show you how we do that when that time comes. So the easiest way for this to work is just for one person to be the person who's putting the tablets and other people filling them up. So you just close these up, notice they're fizzing. That's what you want. Alright. So after 3 to 5 minutes you'll have to bleed the threads. Because the reason we have to purify the water out here is so we don't get Giardia. Anyone know where that might be? It's kind of parasite, yeah. They used to call beaver fever. It'll give you massive diarrhea. And you get it 7 to 10 days after you get the bug, okay? So you'll be most likely home or almost to go home and you'll just have massive diarrhea. You have to go to the doctor and get pills for it. It's no fun. It won't kill you, but it's no fun at all. So that's why we purify the water, okay? So notice that when you bleed the threads, we purified all the water inside the bottle, but not the water that might have touched the part we drink out of. Okay, so when you bleed the threads, you'll just unscrew the cap a little bit, kind of tilt it around so that the water inside can go over those threads to bleed through it. Okay, you just pour that water out and tip the cap back on. I didn't actually bleed it, there's just water sitting there. Alright, so you don't have to dump the whole bottle out, just tiny little bit is alright. Okay, makes sense? Alright, so if you guys want, I'll be the... Otherwise, this could take a while. Sometimes these tablets will come out as like a fine powder, which is just fine, just effective. Yep. So make sure all of it gets in there if that happens. Just depends on how smashed when they got something back. Outside your tent, maybe the side of your tent wall is rustling a little bit. What are you gonna do?
Scream.
No!
No.
If you scream, and it's the middle of the night, that bear is gonna get freaked out and he's gonna jump up in the air, he's gonna slash his claws everywhere, and you and your buddy will both get lacerated, and you have to buy a new tent. Or your buddies have to buy a new tent for you. It's not good. Okay, so you said something else. What did you say?
What?
You said something else. I heard it.
I said to be quiet.
I said be quiet.
I did.
You said it, alright. My bad. Yeah, that's what you do. You just kind of talk softly. Like, hello, Mr. Bear. What are you doing out there? You know? I'm still alive. I'm in here, and this is my tent. Please go away now. And I'm gonna lean over and shake my buddy, wake him up. I'm gonna put my hand over his mouth and tell him to be quiet so that he doesn't scream at all. And I'm just gonna, and he knows what's up because we've talked about it right now. So he's gonna start doing the same thing. So we just kind of start talking softly together. That bear's gonna realize there's something alive in there. Bears won't go after living things to get food unless they're extremely desperate, okay? So that's not really an issue. So if he knows you're alive
he's just gonna kind of waddle away real nice and softly. Okay? Which is perfect. Don't yell and scream or he'll freak out. And that's not good. That's happened to people before if I want. Okay? Make sense?
Yeah.
Any questions about bears?
Not really.
You got a question?
Well, I said no.
Okay. We only have black bears at Philmont. If you see any though, they could range anywhere from kind of a light grayish to a brownish to a cinnamon to almost a whitish grayish to dark black. They have many different color ranges, just like people, different races. I mean, we all look a little different even here. So it's just the way it is. So they're all black bears though. You won't find any other kind of bears. There's no grizzlies out here at all. They went extinct a long time ago. The legend has it Whitefield actually killed the last one. That was back in the 1930s or 40s. So I mean, there's none here. Okay. We do have about 1 per square mile-ish or so. It's about the approximation. So there are over 200 on the range that we know of. So you guys might just see one on your truck. If you do, enjoy it. Take pictures if it's a safe distance, but you know, don't spook it. Don't chase after it.
Please don't spook it.
Because when you do, he can turn around and lash out at you. That's why we don't chase him. Okay. Just stand your ground and scare him off. Who was the one who's pledged? Yeah.
You recording that for
It was you, so I thought. Sorry. Yeah, so you're gonna, they gave you a card, right? Yep. You wanna tell everyone about that card?
The card has like the 7 rules of leaving a trace.
Oh, I meant the wildlife census card. Did they give you one of those?
No.
Did somebody get one of those? No.
Did you give you anything at your meeting?
They gave me a little packet and a paper to tell me who required to get the badge and then the 7 points of it.
Okay. One of you guys may have a green sheet of paper somewhere. You guys can look for it later, it's alright. It's a wildlife census card. That's not it. It's like a regular sheet of paper. And it'll have on there like a checklist. Do you see any bears? Check it. Do you see any deer? Check it. Wild turkey. Any other kind of animal you see on there. We have foxes, ptarmigans, grouse, all kinds of mini bears, squirrels and chipmunks, bears.
They did talk about that type of logistics and we never got that.
Oh, okay. Well, let's just keep a sheet somewhere that has it on there. Because they're just curious to know what you guys saw on your truck.
You saw mini bears already.
Yeah.
And deer.
Yeah.
I've seen plenty of deer.
And dinosaurs.
Oh, yeah.
The mule deer, by the way, they're larger than whitetail. They got black tails at the end. Kind of, they go a little bit larger. So
I saw a blue bird.
maybe it was a mountain bluebird. Could have been. It's like a deep bright blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably mountain bluebird. They're really pretty. Yeah. So mountain lions, guys. We've never had a single incident in all of Philmont's history where someone was physically harmed by a mountain lion. So do we need to worry about mountain lions?
Yes.
A little bit, yeah. Just know that they're really stealthy. They like to hunt at night, alone, and especially like the hours where it's just becoming like dawn and dusk. So don't hike alone at night, okay? Which we never do anyway as scouts, because we always stay in a group and we always hike in the daylight. All right. So just know that if you did hike alone at night, you might get stalked for a while. And you might have that weird feeling that something's following you. And it's probably a mountain lion. So just turn around, look big, yell and scream and holler, and hopefully they'll go away. But don't ever hike at night, that won't be a problem, okay? So, if one of you guys has to go to the Red Roof Inn at night, I know it's extremely inconvenient, but lean over and wake up your buddy and take him with you, okay? Because that's far enough away that, I mean, you're out of camp for a while. So just take a buddy with you. If you just need to do anything else at night, it's fine. You go out by yourself. Okay, makes sense? Yeah. Most crews never even see a mountain lion at all on the trek. I've been out here 3 summers and I've never seen a mountain lion. I've only seen Scott once or twice. You just never see it. They're so stealthy. So they like to live in canyons. So we're actually in like the perfect area. There's more in the north country where you guys are than anywhere else, but you probably won't see one. If you do, you guys are lucky because you get to see one. It's kind of cool. But you know, just what we said. Just act big and don't worry about it. He'll run away. They're shy and timid. Any questions? Good. Alright, what else do we have to cover? Okay, what if you guys got lost or confused? So there's two ways that this could happen. Either you could be alone because you're going to the Bear Bags or the Red Roof Inn or somewhere, and you got there and it wasn't where you thought it was, and you got a little confused. So that's one way this could happen. Well, the other way this could happen is you're all as a group, and you're hiking together, and somehow you all got lost together. Alright, so that's really the only two ways you could get lost out here. Let's talk about that first one first, okay? So, let's say that Matt was gonna go down and use the Red Roof, so he said, hey guys, I'm gonna use the Red Roof, so it's been a little daytime so he can go off without a buddy, it's alright. So he goes to find it. Half an hour later, he's still not back yet. Now we're a little worried in camp, like, what happened to Matt? Alright, we already know something. We know where he said he was going, where he thought he was going, and we even know the direction that he took off in, where he thought the Red Roof Inn was. That's why it's so important when you get lost to stay put. Make sense? Just stay put. If you're truly legitimately lost, and you've already tried retracing where you thought you had walked to get somewhere, and you... What?
He's not feeling good. He's gonna lay down.
Okay. Take some water with you. How do you feel right now?
My hands are numb. I'm panting.
We're falling apart.
Do you feel like... Do you feel warm at all?
It's a cold sweat.
Cold sweat? Someone have a bandana? Or a little towel or something?
I do, but I've been using my nose on that one.
Alright, we can dip it in water and you can wipe off your face with that.
You think about
Yeah. I want you to pull out your sleeping bag and such. And just lay it outside in the shade somewhere. So that it's not hot when you're tapping, right? Yeah. No, it's like a cold sweat.
No, it's a cold sweat. I feel like I'm gonna get sick too.
You feel any better with the breathing now?
Yeah, I'm having a
At the shade or the sun?
Drag it off of the might be better down.
Yeah, I'd rather have
Down there where Mike can.
I'd rather have you down here so keep you in the shade.
That's gonna have shade for a while.
Yeah, you just need to do that. Alright, let's take you and one other person.
Jordan.
Jordan.